before, and the fact remains that what is. You don't understand, meaning you are not expected to. You are not capable of it. I am beyond your experience. I am beyond good and evil. Legions of the night breed. Repeat not the errors of night prowler and show no mercy. I will be avenged. Lucifer dwells within us all. That's it.
As Richard Ramirez is led to prison on that November day, he has one final comment for the media.
Big deal. Death always went with the territories. I'll see you in Disneyland.
Instead, Richard Ramirez went to San Quentin prison. His strange story continues. 10 years after his sentencing, he is very much alive, though he is confined to death row at San Quentin prison.
I know people aren't going to want to hear it and might make some people angry, but he's got some nice ways about him. He's got like this small town boy, this small town boy quality, and he's kind of wide-eyed about everything.
Ramirez's strange charisma persists to this day. He continues to receive mail from around the world, and there are any number of sites dedicated to him on the internet. One of those who befriended Ramirez is juror Cynthia Hayden.
I sought out Rich to get the answers to my questions. Now, first of all, I wanted to know what everybody else wanted to know: why? Why did you do this? How could you do this? He said he does it because he likes it. He likes doing it. He enjoys it.
Hayden has spent many hours with Ramirez.
He's really opened my eyes to the darker side of the world, and that there are people out there who are capable of these things, who like to do these things, and they're ordinary-looking citizens.
Once he was an innocent child, buffeted by a brutal environment. Later, he was a feared killer, ruled by Satan. Now, he is fated to finish his days under lock and key. And on October 3rd, 1996, Richard Ramirez became a husband to a woman who first began writing to him during his trial 11 years earlier.
I just want to say I'm ecstatically happy today and very, very proud to have married Richard and to be his wife. And I hope that you will be very respectful of the day and let me go and enjoy my day in peace.
It was a standard kind of ceremony, except that they don't say until death do you part on death row.
Richard Ramirez is still years away from facing his sentence as the appeals process grinds its way through the courts. His lawyers refuse to talk to court TV, but speculation is that it may be based on an incompetent defense during his trial or the lack of mitigating evidence presented during the penalty phase.
I've heard it said before by other jurors that had they known what we later found out about him, maybe they wouldn't have voted for the death penalty.
Seems unlikely that they would overturn the decision at this point, but then appeals courts have done things before that we don't expect, so who knows?
Richard Ramirez rarely speaks to the media, but he has spoken on tape to writer Philip Carlo.
And serial killers and most killers in general have a dead conscience. Normal, ordinary people do not think like a serial killer. They have no conception of what is going through a killer's mind, how he operates. I think there is a divine force that is out there. I believe also there's a malevolent force that is out there. Then again, they could be one and the same. Death is death, and it is said that no man knows his own death. Sure, for a few minutes you might feel it. I've really not given much thought to that.
For those who know Richard Ramirez, the possibility of his ever walking the streets again is frightening.
I think he would do exactly what he did before. Like, you have a job, I have a job, he has a job. His job is killing people. That's what he was trained to do.
For those who have seen the worst of the Night Stalker, there is only one way to end this story.
My plan is to live long enough to see Richard Ramirez executed. And I plan to be there personally.
Where's the